welcome to the show. We are going to be talking about maybe your favorite subject too. It's about love. I'm speaking with author Carol Urena on the book that she wrote called Love You True. Welcome, Carol.
Thank you. How are you?
So excited to talk about the book that you wrote about love. It's so impactful and insightful. I want you to share generally what the message is about.
The message is true love, really. I think because sometimes we love our mother, our father, our children, and true love is a different kind of feeling. We even love, our partners, and sometimes it's not actual true love. Sometimes, it's about convenience, or, we've known this person a really long time, we've gotten accustomed to them, but true love, I feel never dies.
So you're saying sometimes we fall into true comfortableness.
Something like that.
Why is the topic of love so important to you? Why is it so important that you feel like we need more love in the world?
I think that it brings about peace. I think that when you have love for something, it can bring about creation and invention. Friendship can feel like family. So I think we need more love. We need more love in the world.
So you're not just talking about romantic. I mean, you're
No,
talking
I'm not
about
just talking.
true love with a best girlfriend or a sibling.
Yes.
What constitutes true love opposed to this comfortableness, this surface kind of relationship? What
Well,
takes us to that next level?
what takes us to that next level is that it's more intimate. So love for, let's say, a family member or a friend, though it's intimate, it's not romantic. So the poems in this book are romantic poems. I can write poetry, which I have are based on inspiration. I have a book that's I'm working on editing that's called dedicated, and that's dedicated to God and my love for God.
Mm,
So they are love poems, but it's not romantic. So it's
sure.
that feeling of romance that makes it different.
The way that you describe it is like Valentine's cards, but it's like a day that happens every year, not just Valentine's Day.
Yes, love is every day. We might get upset, but it's still there.
Yeah. So to me, it sounds like what you're saying about real love is that there's a rawness, a vulnerability, opening ourselves to the good and the bad. Is that right?
Well, nothing is all good.
Right.
So yes, you do have to open yourself to both good and bad, accepting the all, that the
Yeah.
person has, or about the person, what that person has to offer. And sometimes it's nothing, because the person that I fell in love with is not someone that I was with. It's not, you can call this person a stranger, a public figure, but not somebody that I was in a relationship with, or have had a conversation with, or spent time with. So yeah,
So you said the book is all poems.
love poems.
How did you, how long have you been writing this and what kind of inspired this?
Well, it was my feelings of love. I've written 5 books,
Hmm.
published 3, editing 2. 3 of them are romantic love poems, and 2 of them are more inspirational.
Hmm.
So it's the feeling. It is the feeling of love, because the inspirational ones are very much my love for God, as I said.
You're a very positive person.
Thank you.
I
I
can
try
tell
to
that.
be. I
Yeah,
try
I
to
can tell that.
be.
Matter of fact, you go on to say that sometimes we're so we're so set to try to find love. Maybe we need to just relax, let go, trust the process, and love will find us. Can you
Yes,
talk about that a
exactly.
little more?
Yes. Sometimes we're so busy trying to find love, and we have like prerequisites behind it, like this person has to look a certain way, or has to have a certain career background, has to have good credit, so
Right.
you have like this whole list of things that sometimes gets in the way of actually like finding our true love, I think.
Mhm, mhm. I have to agree. I mean, sometimes you just grow together and your differences are wonderful. You know what they say? If there's two of you, one's irrelevant. You don't need the other one, right? So, I mean, while they could be stumbling blocks, this is what I'm hearing you saying is that these could be stumbling blocks, but actually they may be what you need to be complete and whole as a couple. It's a
Yes.
beautiful way to look at it.
Well said. Well said. So
Yeah.
I think you said it better than I could have.
I don't think so. I was just repeating what I heard. You also talk about embracing love, even oh boy, I can't even finish it, even when it's not given back
Even
to
when it's
us.
not reciprocated. Yes, even when it's not reciprocated. I think that's what true love is. You want you have this wonderful feeling that it doesn't matter if it's reciprocated or not. The
Mm,
feelings that it gives you, the inspiration that it can give you, how it made me write all these love poems. I mean, 75 poems, 3 books. I
wow.
think that's like 250, something like that,
I can't do the
just
math, but
love
it's a
poems.
lot. Yeah. How do you feel? What's the process when you're writing a love poem? Are you inspired by something in particular, or is it just because you're generally a positive person and this just flows out from you?
Um, it flows out. Sometimes I do need inspiration, whether it's looking at other poems or inspirational quotes or love quotes. Hmm.
Mm. You also talk about when you find the right person, the one feeling that you shouldn't have, and this might be a red flag that it's not the right person, is if you feel vulnerable or you're
Yes,
feeling uncomfortable. That's almost like I hear you saying it almost like a gut feeling.
right. I think you should always go with your gut. The right person who loves you should make you feel safe, shouldn't make you feel
Mm,
vulnerable. I think, yes, we do feel vulnerable when we love, but that person should make you feel safe. I think, if they love
mhm,
you, then they should make you feel safe,
hmm.
safe
So
and loved.
when you write these poems, do you have a particular person in mind?
I do. I'd like to keep him anonymous,
That
but
is
yes.
so it's just one person. Nope, that's fine. I'm interested in the fact that it's just one person because you talk about a lot of different relationships, but it's about one. Wow,
It
this
is
is a
about
heck of a journal dedicated to this.
Mhm.
This must be a special guy.
It is.
Oh, that's
Yes,
so neat.
I think.
You just start glowing when you talk about him. So I can see you just it's an expression of love that's just overflowing, and that's what you're doing. You're taking all that emotion, you're putting it in paper for the world to see.
It has to be put somewhere.
Wow. What do you hope people think or feel when they read your poems?
I hope that if they can't relate to it, that it makes them want to find love.
Mm,
Not everybody wants to find love. Some people want to be, like single, or they're scared to fall in love, or they're comfortable in whatever state they're in, but it's so wonderful to be in love. So
mm,
I would hope, since I say that we need more love in the world, that they might want to go out and find love. So yeah,
mhm.
or relate to it.
Your poems are that very deep romantic level, but I have a feeling that you love people you don't even know. I have a feeling that you love strangers just when you see them, that you have a compassion and you have a certain level of love for them because this is coming from a deep place. I mean, this is a spiritual part of you.
It is. I think we're all special. I think we all have something special about us, and we all deserve to be loved. So I try to love as many people as I can.
Wow. I can't think of a better way to end. We
Yeah.
just thank you so much for being part of the show. Carol Urena wrote Love You True. If you're looking at the video, of course, you can see the contact information. But for those that are listening to the radio show, Carol, how can they get a hold of you and your book?
Well, on Amazon and in Barnes and Noble, if you search my first and last name, that's the easiest way to find
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Hmm.
And last name is Urena.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And you are represented by Writers Republic. And we thank them for sharing you with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Carol, have a great day. Bless you.
You too.